short punt. Wobbler takes a good Trojan bounce, and then it's going to be down just shy of the 40-yard line.
Down the road punt. The Bears.
Yeah, they're 151 to
40-yard line.
You get a chance. Still no score. Field position. Bertha-Hewitt had an edge here. Outside. Right out near midfield. Now all three of their first three possessions here. You want to play the line.
It's not on the defense very often.
They're on 40 front every time. They're pretty much same place every time. 140 on 140. First down give. It's going to be the Dean from a straight eye. He'll put his way across the 35. Nice run.
Hunter Dean with the carry.
Inside run has been where Bertha-Hewitt
Back to number 17, Carter Brown.
Trying to go to the outside. The Trojan speed has been too good. Carter Brown in stop, but not before Dean rattles off 7 yards on the opening play of the drive. Right in front of us, just shy of midfield, a 2nd and 3 on the 48-yard line.
Middle.
Adams will try and bounce to the near side. Got to midfield, but that was it.
Adams with the carry. Stop by Jacobs. Rademacher.
Rademacher, the linebacker, the senior in on the stop. We'll give Bertha-Hewitt.
Yes, sir. First down.
Angle here, a little bit off. Looks like you only got a couple, but looks like you only needed a couple. 1-yard gain on first down, 3-yard gain on second down. It is a Bertha-Hewitt Bear. First down with 1 minute play in a scoreless first quarter. Double wing.
Middle. That avoid sack.
Anderson pulled back. After his forward progress was stopped, gain of a yard. And Adams, a good positive stop there. Sack with the defense on first down.
Adams with the carry. Stop by Zach Anderson.
All runs for the Bears. They've definitely run a lot of plays here in this first quarter. Play number 16, Martinville has run 8 plays. One of those was a punt.
Middle.
Burlinger, good head of steam. He'll work his way forward.
Boston Burlinger with the carry.
On second down, which looks like it'll probably be the final play of our first quarter.
Back by Zach Anderson.
On the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. Ortonville nothing, Bertha-Hewitt nothing. We'll flip sides and come back with second quarter action in 1 minute here on KDIO. Quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. A friendly reminder that masks are required to be worn throughout tonight's game. Your cooperation is essential in preventing the spread of COVID-19 so that we can continue to host school events, give our students the opportunity to compete in extracurricular activities. Thank you.
No, I switched it. I didn't know, but
We're scoreless after 1 as we head to quarter number 2.
I didn't know that.
Down and 4. Yeah, right in front of us here as the Bears.
Right.
We're working out left and right on your radio dial. Session in the first quarter dominated by the Bears, but Douglas third quarter still sitting at 0-0. And the Trojan 44 double wing set.
Middle.
Last Adams. And immediately by Zepeda. Going to see a push the pile scenario here. Bertha-Hewitt finishes the run. And Adams is going to have a first down. Gain of 5 on the play.
Adams with the carry.
Yard or two after he was stood up. That's an help from
That's by Adam Fry and Zach Anderson with the first down for Bears.
Anderson's been very active here in the first quarter, or first half so far. Lots of tackles on the defensive side of the football. Nice set, wing left, early second quarter. Shala from the Trojan 39. Going to be back Dean off the left side.
Attaboy.
Zach Anderson has been
Hunter Dean is carry tackled by Zach Anderson.
Shot Dean for a short gain of maybe 2 on the play. Yep. Dean, 5 carries so
Adam's
far.
not getting off the ball with these.
18 yards. Adams has 6 carries. Earlier with 4. We shot with 3. We're going to throw the ball around quite a bit among their 3 backs. We'll have to, at some point, watch out. They're going to go play action at some point here. Just give this to Adams up the middle. Lots of running room. He's got the first down. Like about the 27. Adams for a 10-yard run off there. And a perfect
Adams with the carry, tackled by Devin Boots and Carter Brown.
Boots and Brown. Never
Another
good on
first
the
down
right
for
play
there.
back, and both your safeties are making the tackle downfield. That was the case on that run. Bears are threatening here, deepest drive of the night for either team. And we'll have a 1st and 10 near hash and the 26-yard line. Dean motions into the backfield, 2 backs right, Dean to the left, right. Dean a trap left, slowed up immediately, and then hits a wall, stood up, and this time they'll call the play dead. And Dean's going to be taken down for a minimal gain on the
Dean with the carry.
by the Trojan defense. 3 points up there, good.
They switched their defense to like
Stopped quickly by the
Gain of a
Trojan.
yard. Yeah. The ball now to the left hash. It'll be a 2nd down and 9. 10 minutes to play in half number 1 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard here at Corliss. Shaw under center at the double way. They're going to try Adams off the left side. Good head of steam, and then he hits the wall.
This is crying out loud.
Taken down shy of the 20, off the 21. Gain of 4 for Landon Adams on his 8th carry of the evening.
And Adams with the carry, tackled by Adam Stride.
Play number 22 then offensively for Bertha-Hewitt. Bertha-Hewitt has run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 5 runs, 1 pass, and a punt. They've run 8 plays so far. Down in
middle.
They'll try that same play to Adams off the left side. And he's going to be close to a 1st down, but I think he's going to be a little bit short. Right down to the 18. It'll be a gain of 3 on the play.
4th in the yard.
And the Trojans will have an opportunity here to get a stop. 4th in the yard for the
Adams with the carry, stopped by Zach Anderson and Carter Brown.
Anderson again in the tackle. Carter Brown also credited as well. He's been busy here in the first half. Go for it on 4th and 1 from the 20. Now we're going to see a whistle. And it looks like Bertha-Hewitt's going to burn a timeout. We'll take one as well.
Bears take a timeout.
Coming for Bertha-Hewitt with 8:41 to play before halftime. We'll be back to Bertha, Minnesota in 30 seconds on KDIO. Camera can see all right?
Peterson and Snow screwed up the fence and timeouts and just go to Adam. Get the knock down all the snow for the grass. Now they run. There's not enough grass to hold them. I mean, it's just going to change where you hunt, I guess. Are you mobile enough to handle the snow?
Yeah, I know. I should have been 275.
Welcome back to Bertha, Minnesota on a Friday night. You're listening to Trojan Football on KDIO.
No,
1350 AM, 94.5 FM. Audio and video streaming through our website at BigStormRadio.com. It's been a running affair in the first half. Dominated mostly by Bertha-Hewitt, especially in plays. We have no score. And a big 4th down and 1 coming. I must have done there on the 20-yard line, left hash. Very shallow with single back wings each side. He's going to try and keep her hit right away by Rodemacher, but then I think he leaned forward enough to get the 1st down. Initial contact will probably stop that play. Instead, a couple of years before after initial contact, they'll give Lee Shala and Bertha-Hewitt a 1st down. And actually ended up getting about 3 yards on the play.
Stopped in the middle by Trojan, but it's the 1st down.
Gone -1, -2, -8. Yeah, with different plays to get to the outside on running plays.
I am now. Middle.
Out the Adams on the left side. Bertha-Hewitt has done a really good job, even on plays like that where they look to bottle them up pretty easily.
Nope. It's all
They have been able to go forward after contact. The play looked like it should have been a gain of maybe 1 instead of it's a gain of 3.
Adams with the carry, stopped by Carter Brown.
Brown on the tackle, second down 7. The ball will sit at about
Jared, you got me now?
15-yard line. 8 minutes to play here in Bertha. Bears appear to be in no hurry here. Opening drive, a stop. Workville in their next drive, 4 plays and stopped as well. Bertha-Hewitt forced to punt, as was Ortonville, and now we're sitting at drive number 3 for the Bears. Shala keeps it the outside left, couple of fakes. Nice job by the Trojan defense. They've been trying to get Ortonville to bite on those inside fakes and get a play sprung to the outside, but Ortonville's defense has been to the task on those plays. Minimal gain.
Carter Brown.
Carter Brown on the stop, gain of a yard. We shot out 3rd and 6. Bertha-Hewitt upcoming here. So today, Coach's Corner is on the air tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We'll talk Workville and CGB football on our program. Charlotte is a deep back, Perlinger off the right side. Not much doing there. Anderson, Zapata. Looks like Dante Fenderson on the tackle as well.
Berger with the carry,
Taken down
stopped
shy
by
of the
Zapata
10.
and Anderson.
Maybe got 3 on the play.
Yeah.
It'll be a 4th down and 3. Not a big play coming here.
Honoring the pass.
For Bertha-Hewitt.
Make it good.
Fourth and 3 from the 11-yard line, just outside the 10.
Middle.
Outside give Dean. He's going to come back upfield, and I think he's going to be stopped. They're going to mark him down at the 9, and we're going to wait for the official spot. It's a turnover on now. It's a big steal by the Trojan defense.
Stopping the
Down
10
to
and
4th and 3 from
the
the
ball turns over on
11-yard
downs.
line. Workville holds, and the game remains scoreless with 6:29 to play here in the second quarter. Trojan defense bent as about as much as they could.
Yeah.
But able to get the stop, and they'll take over their own 10-yard line.
They are.
He's going to get on the scoreboard here first. See if it can be the Trojans. Who's going to keep it near side, trying to get to the outside. Gets good.
There we go, Devin.
Strong, and it's going to be a nice
Right
game.
there.
Getting down a deep, bad field position goes.
Devin Boots with the carry.
Yep.
And it's going to be a Trojan first down.
Taken down by Dawson Perlinger and Dean.
Hunter Dean credited with the tackle.
It's a first down for the Trojans.
We're going to call it a gain of 1 here. By far, Ortonville's best offensive play of the night. Previously, they'd had 2 games of 5. Prior to that, inside get Rademacher. He'll swing his way forward across the 25, down at the 26. And Snow begins to fly here. We saw this a little bit prior to the pregame show.
Number 21, Jacob Rademacher carrying the ball and stop there. Brandon Adams.
Fluffy light snow here as well in Bertha. And shotgun and the 26-yard line.
Yep.
So movement out front.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
It was number 6.
Right on the field, got a dead ball fall
And that'll be our
against the
first
Bears.
penalty of the football game.
It's offsides.
Knock on wood, it's been a very clean
5-yard
first half.
penalty.
Hewitt 5-yard offside penalty. Ortonville in a 2nd and 1. We're actually going to give Rademacher in his 2nd carry of the night on the previous first down play, gain of 4.
Yeah, all your best stuff
Bill can pull off the old back-to-back here. Bill Belichick
so what they did was they
copied it. You can finish a half of the score,
safety and corner
then get the ball
so
first
it's
and start
really
the
like
second
you're
half.
against 3
Can
corners.
really change momentum
Like
of the game in a
3-6.
hurry. Long ways to go, though. They've got the stop, got a first down.
Throw it.
Throw. Got Miska down.
Oh,
Nearly
he
had
was
him out near
gone.
midfield.
Oh.
Pass
And if it was caught, it's a touchdown.
incomplete.
The defender, number 11,
Coverage.
Ranowski, went for the interception, and it snuck over his head. Good job by Ortonville there. That was a perfect time. On 2nd and 1, you go for the big play. You're still set up in a 3rd down in a short situation.
Yeah.
Kevin Boots in that shotgun. 4:59 to play, 2nd quarter. That clean to him. Inside give. Edwards, if he gets there, it's going to be after 2nd effort. He was whipped out hard. And it's going to be I think shot a first down. Betters for a minimal gain at best.
Betters
Saying
with
no
the carry,
gain.
tackled by number 75 Tyler Hager.
It's going to be 4th and 1. Football sits at the 30-yard line. And a first down would be needed. It's going to be a full yard for sure. Solid yard plus. And I would not be surprised. Actually, I will expect what they'll go for here. You try and get Bertha to jump off sides again. And they did get him to move. And let's see what the call is.
Yes.
I think Bertha thought they got back on side. And what's the call going to be? It's going to be an offside on Bertha.
Good ball,
Looked like they jumped and maybe got back.
Against Bears.
Whistle came in very late.
5-yard penalty results in first down.
On that offside. 2 offside penalties in the last 3 or 4 plays. Basically give Ortonville a first down and new life here. That fluffy light snow continues to fly here in Bertha, Minnesota. Why not? Boots and the Trojans going against the wind. Here, the dump off little bubble screen here. Drop by Zapata.
That's intended for
He wouldn't have
Hayden
had running in
Zapata
front of him
is
here.
incomplete.
As the Bears were right on top of that play. Clock stops at 4 minutes to go before halftime. Still scoreless. It'll be a second down and 10. It's from the gun. He's got trips to the high side of the field right. One receiver near side left. Back to his left in the backfield. They're going to try and sit pass up to the right side. Juggled by Fetters. Makes the catch.
Get going all the way, baby. All the way, baby. There it is.
Cannot be caught.
All the way.
Fetters.
There we go.
Touchdown. 65 yards.
Pass completed to number 31.
Yes, sir.
Fetters.
Good call.
Touchdown.
And to the outside he went, and from there he was gone. And the Trojan speed strikes first after the defensive stop. A 65-yard touchdown. Ortonville on the board with 3:48 to play before halftime. They'll line up, I believe, to go for 2 here. And camera down in this end of the field pretty much here tonight.
You went to get touched to do that. Wow.
Boots out of the shotgun. And pitch it outside near side left Fetters. Looked like a hold on the play, and Fetters is going to get in, but they're going to call it back. You can see, I believe it was the tight Visca on a hold.
Drive with a flag on the field.
There's going to be a flag on the field. So 2-point conversion good pending the penalty, which certainly looks like a Trojan hold. It will be a hold, and they'll push them back from about the 2.5-yard line. We'll try another 2-point
Holding that ball on the Trojans. It's a 10-yard penalty.
First penalty of the night before this drive. We were penalty free. Bertha-Hewitt a couple of crucial offsides. And now Ortonville with a hold. Probably a play. It's not probably a conversion. There isn't a hold. Ortonville will go for 2. From about the 12.5. Back to throw. Going to fade a jump ball up into the corner. Turns the
Come on, Dragon. He good. He turned around.
2-point conversion.
That's intended for Nathaniel Miska. Incomplete.
Ortonville on a big 3 strikes first. They lead 6-0 on the Lewis family drug scoreboard. We return to Bertha, Minnesota in 30 seconds. Eventually, someone was going to break open this game and get some points on the board. Ortonville with a big defensive stop as Bertha-Hewitt had a long, sustained drive deep into Trojan territory, but Ortonville gets the stop. Bertha-Hewitt makes a couple of errors jumping off sides. Now Ortonville strikes on a 65-yard touchdown. And Devin Boots to Dante Fetters. It was just a little bubble screen to the outside. And Dante Speed did the rest. Ortonville trying to short up kick, maybe trying to get the ball back and really seize control, but it's going to be fielded by an up man. It looked like probably an onside kick, but Larry Hooter John was on top of it. Bertha-Hewitt will start out with, once again, very nice field position. The running game is working well on that drive. Ortonville defense is on a couple of ways to make some stops here. There's the top start with nice field position from the 4-40.
Here's going to start out on the 49.
6-3 in quarter number 2. In the left, Data showing outside run blitz here as the run goes off to the left side, and Dean has stood up. He just gets across the 45, and Dean's going to have Dean a couple. Dean has carried it 8 times. Adams 10, Perlinger 5, and Michelle 5. At some point, Bertha-Hewitt's going to draw and play action.
Here's ball gets stood up by Adams Dry.
Usually they're just trying to run that quarterback off the naked side off of a big handoff.
Middle, right where he was.
To the outside, Adams pulled back by a jersey, got through that initial tackle into Trojan territory, stopped at the 45, and then falls ahead to up to 43. And for Adams, he has 6 on the play.
Adams carries the ball and stopped by Zach Anderson in the 30 left.
Bertha-Hewitt's run after contact. So over that with contact, he's done a nice job. Just as easily, instead of a 6-yard gain, going single back.
It's 2.5 minutes.
And they're going to give it up the middle.
And the boys tag it.
That time, there's a momentum stop, and he's pulled back on the play by Kagan Zapita.
Then Adams carries the ball and stopped by Kagan Zapita.
Adams with a gain of 1. Bertha-Hewitt for 4th and 2. We'll take a timeout on the field here. 2:25 to play before halftime. 6-0 Trojans lead. We will return in.
Trojans take a timeout.
Well, you got these, so we got those and 2.
Yeah.
This hash.
5. Back out of the timeout. It's a 4th down coming for Bertha-Hewitt. Knowing that Bertha's going to go for it, if they get a stop, they get the ball back around that, give or take their 40-yard line. See what they're thinking on their defense, get a stop here, and maybe an opportunity to try and go down the field one more time. So they're trying to get back into the ball game, trailing just 6-0. Showing blitz up the middle here with Shala, going to get it on the left side. He's got all kinds of running room. Cuts. And then he's going to be, after getting the first down, taken down at 37. Hunter Dean, 6-yard gain. Get their first down.
Nathan Ehrenberg and
Ehrenberg credited with the tackle.
That's the first down for the Bears.
I just feel like we're go fast because we can't spread them out.
Back in that double wing, 5 off the left side. Fullback Adams gets it, tries to get to the outside.
Andy.
Bounds by Andrew.
Good job, Andy.
Adams with the carry,
defense.
taking out of bounds.
No stop with 1:59 to play before halftime. And Adams has been busy in the first half. That's carry number 13. And it's going to be taken down for no gain. Just kept trying to get to the outside. Kept trying, and was not able to find any.
He bounced it out. It was now.
That double lane with a short back right behind Wishala, quarterback. Takes it to Dean.
Pass.
He's open. Two guys down.
Come on, Dante.
Yeah! There he goes. There's the play action pass. And it's going to be a 33-yard touchdown.
Completed to number 33, Landon Adams with the touchdown.
First pass of the game. It's a big one. Completion of 33 yards. There were actually 2 receivers in the area. Either of them, I think, would have caught the ball. Adams, once he made the catch, was bumped with some contact by Ortonville, but he broke right through that tackle. And it's a tie game. Solid Adams.
Landon had an interception.
33 yards. That ever important 2-point conversion coming here.
That was fun to saw. He came over and hit Dante.
Going to go for it here to try and take the lead. We're showing all kinds of pressure up the middle. Flip outside, which out to Dean. Looks to get to the outside. Stood up. Secondary push.
We got to drive Dean.
And the Bears have their first lead of the night. 2-point good from Dean with 1:49 to play before halftime on the Lewis Family Drug
Hunter Dean with a carry.
6.
From the point
We'll be back
after.
with football action in 30 seconds.
Hey, you guys got to do
A whole lot of not scoring. Not probably proper grammar there, but not a lot of scoring, I guess I could say. And a half plus of football. Just like that, a couple of nice big passing plays. Have our ball game at 8-6. Bears with the lead, they kick off here. One off the side, and the kicker's put out of bounds. Nice catch by Rivers on the sideline over there.
Bears kick goes out of bounds. We'll sort them out.
We'll make a re-kick this play. And I would imagine that's what they'll do here as well. Either take it at the 35, which is decent starting field position. Or he'll push them back. We're going to do this one again. This penalty of the night on Bertha-Hewitt. It'll toss it.
Told them they have to have the Bears re-kick.
What was that?
That was a 33-yard.
No, you're going to play.
Adams. First pass attempt of the night. You know what's coming eventually. He was getting up around the ball. They're going to throw it once or twice, try and get big plays, and that was a big play, a 37-yarder. Here's a nice end-over-end kick. Rademacher from the 23. He'll flip it back to Fetters. Let's the outside makes it.
There you go. Get going, Dante. Get going, Dante. That away. Right there. That's it. Right there, baby.
For the touchdown.
Number 31, Compton Fetters,
Return for the touchdown.
takes the handoff from the kick,
With 2
runs
big
it in
plays,
for a
and Orangeville has
touchdown.
to lead back just like that. Only a
I think I
77-yard
can hear it up
lead.
here.
Rademacher had it about the 23. Did flip it back. Might be a little off
I
on
was
my
looking
yardage there, but that's close. What it is it is 6 points. No matter how much yardage you
You found that hole.
12-8. You'd like to get the point conversion here. It's 6.
No.
Result looked like it.
Snap to
Oh,
Boots, makes a
Get
handoff
there.
into the near side.
Yes,
He's got the
that's
2-point
it.
conversion.
Right there.
Speed to the outside.
That's the block, Andy.
And
Runs
then
into the conversion.
back, and they did not trail for very long. On the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard, it's Ortonville 14, Bertha-Hewitt 8. Back in 30, you were listening to Trojan football.
Okay, if we could just keep calm, we should go and just go in DBs just go off.
Go Bears! Hey, thank you very much. Welcome back to Bertha, Minnesota. It was a pretty quick and uneventful quarter and a half. It's turned into some big plays on both sides of the ball. Dante Fetters, 2 big plays, and that's the difference in this game. Ortonville up 14-8. And looking for a stop here as the Trojans will get the ball first to start the second half after that approximate 77-yard kickoff return touchdown for Dante Fetters. They'll try to be maybe a little bit cute on the last one and go for an onside kick. I'll imagine here they will kick the football deep. Here's the kick. It's a low bounding kick fielded by Dean right at the 30-yard line. Side steps over. He's got some running room to the outside. He crosses midfield. Cuts back at the 45. Hard by Zapata. Really good
Hunter Dean with that return.
with 1:28 to play. last thing Lincoln wanted to do is
the Bears are going to start out
An
on the
opportunity.
Trojans.
to score before halftime. Bertha-Hewitt with at
42
least 2
yard
timeouts
line.
left. And we've shown that they showed that they can throw the ball at least a little bit. And they've got time here on 1 minute up the middle. Not how you obviously
Stuff in the run.
nothing starts exactly how you want it to all the time, especially high school sports. Wing formation, we shot under center. A couple of safeties back deep for the Trojans. We ball at the 42. And now the throw here fakes the reverse. He's going to keep it himself. Running his way forward, stood up by Cepeda. A little bit of a push to the pile. And down at the 34-yard line. Going to be trolling her with a gain of 8.
Birmingham with the
Basically,
carry.
you want to keep Bertha-Hewitt in between the sidelines and from keeping them from getting first downs. Let that clock run here. This play will be snapped inside a minute to play before halftime.
There you go.
Wing left, I formation. Hand off to Dean. Work off the right side behind the blocker. Going to be ripped back by Miska at the 30.
Uncle Dean with the
For
carry.
Dean, and it's going to be a Bertha-Hewitt there, first down. Clock stops with the change moving.
That was Brown and
3
Miska.
seconds to play.
First down for the Bears.
Line here. Bears will probably snap this one with around 45 seconds to play before halftime. Big right eye set.
Middle.
Earlier, bounces to the outside again. Going to be stood up by Cooper Brown, but he's going to be inside.
Birmingham with the carry.
Down at about the 23.
Shot by Andrew Stone and Father Brown. Bears take the
For
timeout.
7 on the play. And Bertha-Hewitt is going to use the timeout. Timeout Bears.
That helper now.
14-8, Trojans lead. Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. The defense trying to hold here. In the final few moments, the Bears now down to 1 timeout. And they'll have a second down and 3 coming up out of the break. Ortonville lead 14-8. 2 timeouts left. A reminder, Ortonville does get the football first to start the second half. So if they can find a way to get a stop here, go into halftime up 6 and get the ball to start the second half. So that would be some big momentum here, but still got to stiffen up defensively with the football down to their own 23-yard line. Bears, I still think, especially on this play, second and short, can be comfortable with close to a first down yardage and a timeout in the pocket, but they can still run the ball if they wish to. Near hash, second down and 3 from the 23. We shot the junior quarterback under center.
Pass.
Look to throw it. Same play that scored a touchdown, and he's going to get another one. Adams in the corner of the end zone with the catch. Coverage was there. We got a tie ball game on a 23-yard. We shot to Adams touchdown.
The call pass that Adams is completed for the touchdown for the Bears.
This time was 33. This time it's 23. We got ourselves a tie game.
Yeah, it was very tough covering down.
Absolutely no. As a defensive back in a situation like that, you got to keep the offensive player in front of you. Bears to go for 2 in the lead. Outside, nope, it's going to be Charlotte keeping himself, cuts it upfield, stood up, and he is going to be short. A big 2-point conversion stop for the Trojans. The 2-point conversion is no good. 30.7 seconds to play halftime. We're all knotted up on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. 14 apiece over the Hewitt and Ortonville.
I know.
Halftime still coming up. We'll pull up the numbers, give you all our scoring recaps as well. Not long ago, I could look at my book actually, with 6:29 to play in the second quarter. Actually, Ortonville started their opening drive with 6:20 to play before halftime. We were scoreless. We've seen both rattle off some pretty big plays. A couple of passing touchdowns from Charlotte and Adams and Bertha-Hewitt. Dante Fetters with a 65-yard reception for a touchdown and approximately a 77-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. The Bertha-Hewitt alters how they kick the football off here after giving up a big play on their last kickoff attempt. Well, to do the kicking, and he is going to squib it. Going to kick a high bounce, fielded by an up man at the 41. We followed upon by Adam Stride for the Trojans.
Adam Stride covers that kick.
have their
And the Trojans are gonna start out on their
the
40-yard
offense, and
line.
they'll start out their own 40-yard line, exactly 30 seconds to play before halftime. Interesting position here. You obviously want to get some points back on the board. Don't want to make a big mistake though either. The Trojans handle it here with boots in the gun. One receiver to each side, 2 men in the back.
I'm gonna throw it. Throw it.
Goes underneath Payda. We're looking for the hook and ladder. It's better down the field. Next to hold on to the football. You see that? Game complete, Don. Or excuse me, Boots so far tonight, 2 completions, both have come to Fetters. No, they pass. We'll take it to 10. 30 seconds right to play now. Maybe fake a short pass to the data, maybe do an out and up. There's just one deep safety back for Bertha-Hewitt. Same play. Underneath pass to Payda, flips it to Fetters at the 41. He's got a first down in the Bear territory at the 47-yard line. It's going to be a game 13 on the play.
Pitch to number 31.
I was tricky on how he did it. It's like he had the Payda 5.
First down.
And then get Fetters a run of about 8, I think. I'm not sure how you score that exactly, but they'll have a first down, and they are into Bertha-Hewitt territory at the 47. Trojans with one more timeout remaining. And approximately 47 yards in front of them. I don't have the clock in front of me as they're using the timeout clock, but be around 20 seconds or so to play before halftime. But still the full field in play. Got a timeout to work with. Obviously anything out of bounds or anything that the first down stops the clock as well. Possibly run 3, maybe 4 more plays to get the take. About on offense here. Nuremberg will stop this play. Anderson.
Somebody's waiting. Bernarski.
Come on. Deep side.
He found him. He found him.
Shotgun. 18-1 on the clock. As Bertha-Hewitt putting the safety 40 yards downfield. Reach back to throw. He's going to launch into double coverage to Zapata. Clearly makes the catch. But it was tipped away, knocked away on a play by number 11, Kanowski. Stay behind, Stay behind. Clock on 11:42.
Pass was broken up by
Maybe run some underneath stuff. They went for a deep shot there.
Bernarski.
And it holds it complete. Working on late stages of the first half. There's 2 receivers left, one to the right. Who's going to keep himself, going to try and run to the right side. In the backfield and taken down a big stop by number 75. Tyler Eggert.
He was taken down in the backfield by Tyler Eggert. That's the end of the first half.
And we're at halftime. I get 14 apiece on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. We'll take some time to total up some numbers and come back to the halftime show.
And again, just a reminder, the masks are required to be worn throughout tonight's game. Your cooperation is essential in preventing the spread of COVID-19 so that we can continue to host school events and give our students the opportunity to compete in extracurricular activities. Thank you.
Start, right? Why did it start?
Yeah, our music. I got nothing. Got any more than nothing. But there, I think. I get to be standing over there. Play it somehow. I don't know how it works, but there's a way to do it. Right, I'll sit there and no, why not?
The last game I played, we played.
What? Backfield.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, you get that. I'm just gonna suck it up. Right. So he's inside warming up.
That's all changed out. Make sure they took off already. You see the lights on Dennis's house, right?
They gave it Weezy shit. It's just too quiet. Can you guys sing or anything?
I can go on YouTube on my phone. That powerful pick up anything.
Well, Chad will hold the button.
Look, he's the referee. He's warming up.
Is he?
Can't you just go Bluetooth or something? What's it called? Bluetooth?
The Bluetooth is a connection, but
I don't know what. I'm not even trying. I know I can't do it. That iPad we had last week, I went to the coach's office, turned it on, 3% of that. So that was not an option.
so we got a kid going here.
Is there a board that plugs in? And we are back here Friday night. Saw a couple of little snow squalls come through. We're at 24 degrees here in Bertha, but overall it's been pretty decent night considering some of the crazy forecast we've seen. All the snow. It looked like in the Alexandria area, a little bit south here, we have a lot of snow on the ground. Go back home, we got about 6-7 inches on Tuesday, nothing on Thursday. Here they got a little bit of snow Tuesday and 4 or 5 inches on yesterday. They probably got 7-8 inches give or take on the ground, but field is really holding up well. Honestly, if you didn't know the snow was on the ground, you would just think it was a regular late October cold Friday night for football. Both teams in this game got off to a pretty slow start. Through one quarter of play where you were scoreless, Bertha-Hewitt had the ball a lot, but unable to capitalize. They would get the ball first on their opening drive, turn it over on downs on 4 plays, would answer and do the same. After their defense stepped up, they turned it over on downs for 4 plays and gave it right back to the Bears. The Bears on their next drive wouldn't move the ball, but would have to punt. Or getting the football, only to move the ball late in the first quarter and have to punt themselves after 1 quarter. They were scoreless at 0-0. Trojans would get a big turnover on downs after a very long drive. The Bears had about a 7-minute drive. 4-3 from start to 11. Trojan defense had a big stop. And they were able to start the first scoring drive of the night. They moved the ball after a big play from deep inside.
Yeah, she has one.
12-yard
They
run
make
for
it
11
so
yards
she
right
has
after
one
7
class
days.
in school.
Probably crucial outside strike first. Little outside bubble screen to Dante Feathers. He would get to the outside behind some good blocking, and he would turn on the jets and rumble 65 yards for a touchdown. 2-point conversion doing good with 3:48 to play in the second quarter. Ortonville up 6-0. Bears would strike very quickly though on the ensuing drive. Ortonville actually went on a little short onside kick, and that gave Bertha-Hewitt very good field position, and they would finally do what we thought they might all day long. They went to play action.
Teaching this
And we found Landon Adams on a 35-yard play action pass for a touchdown. Bertha-Hewitt the Bear 2-point conversion good. They lead
Might have
8-6
saved
with
that
149 to
right in
play.
front of that
Only to see the Trojans answer on the next play, a kickoff.
Hard
The
to tell
kickoff
if I
went
had
for
the
Jacob
window
Bonamont.
halfway
He flipped it back to
Yeah.
Dante Fetters. And Dante opened up the Jets again. A 77-yard kickoff return touchdown. This time the 2-point conversion was added by Devin Boots. With 1:35 to play, Ortonville would lead 14-8. But the Bears were not done. With 1:28 to play, they started the Ortonville 42. Would drive down into Trojan territory inside the 25 with about 40 seconds on the clock. They'd go play action and run the same play they scored on earlier, and it would have the same result. Rashala to Adams, a 23-yard touchdown on this occasion. The 2-point conversion no good to keep the game tied at 14 apiece, and that is where we sit at halftime. All knotted up at 14 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard after 2 quarters of play. We're going to get all those stats total up, and we'll come back with halftime numbers. You're locked into the Trojan halftime show. Tied at 14 on the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard. The first half stats are next in 2 minutes.
Next week, football plays at Ferndale, I think, right?
Yeah,
I think girls volleyball plays they play Henning home on Thursday. They play that Henning already, right?
yeah.
So the Henning home, and then they play someone on Tuesday. I don't know who. Is it JV football or junior high football or anything like that? What's this? Okay. So we got the football on Friday. Oh, I'm wrong. So New York Mills volleyball Thursday. There's all kinds of seating. And then so volleyball that's Tuesday then? You want to start that? If today or what the volleyball team wants, and I'll just point.
Okay, before you hear fans, today the volleyball team lost to Sabika 3-2 this afternoon. And on Tuesday, the volleyball team travels to Ferndale.
Thursday, mostly home game against New York Mills.
Coming up this Thursday, the volleyball team will be hosting New York Mills. And next Friday, our football team travels to Ferndale for 7 o'clock kickoff.
We have to stop.
Okay, let's run through some stats here and get you caught up on some of the individual numbers and team numbers through 2 quarters of play. Let's begin with the Ortonville Trojans. Coach Ross wanted to really emphasize being physical and running the ball, but it's been a little bit of a struggle on the ground. Ortonville has only carried the ball 10 times for a total of 30 yards. Dante Fetters has the best of it. 5 carries for 19. Boots 3 carries for 6. Rademacher 2 carries for 5 for 30 yards. Ortonville through the air. Devin Boots 3 of 7 for 72 yards and a touchdown. 2 completions to Dante Fetters for 67 yards, including the 65-yard score. Tiggins Zapata is the other catch. 1 catch for 5 for 72 yards passing. Ortonville runs just 18 plays in the first half, and they finish with 102 yards of total offense. Trojans with 1 penalty tonight for 10 yards, and we did not see an Ortonville turnover in half number 1. A little bit different story for Bertha-Hewitt. They actually have about 67 yards more offense, and they ran 20 more plays from scrimmage in the first half. Bertha-Hewitt actually ran the ball. Check out this number.
I don't remember that. I just thought
35 times in the first half. 35 rush attempts for 113 yards. Leading the way, Landon Adams, 13 carries for 48. Perlinger, 7 carries for 34. Hunter Dean, 10 carries for 32. And the quarterback, Cole Wishala has 5 carries for -1, 113 yards of offense. Through the air, it's been minimal attempts, but very good success. Wishala 2 for 2 for 56 yards and 2 touchdowns. Both scoring plays come on play action touchdown pass to Landon Adams. Adams a 33-yard touchdown catch and a 23-yard touchdown catch. That's 2 catches on the night. So 56 yards passing for 169 yards of total offense. 3 penalties in the first half, all of the 5-yard variety, 1 kick out of bounds, 2 offsides, 3 for 15, and no turnovers for Bertha-Hewitt out there in the second half. That was your halftime stats. A few keys to look at the second half. Ortonville, I think, has got to find a way to control the ball a little more. Got to hold on to the ball. Move the chains. And on the defense, it's going to be twofold, I think. The Ortonville Trojans starting to stack up the inside, really bringing those linebackers into those A gaps on the inside, off of the center, on both sides. And they've been running more off of a guard tackle and outside to have the Bears. They've been having a little more success. And then the Trojans just have to be cognizant of play action pass coming because you know Bertha-Hewitt's going to go through 1 or 2 times in key situations if they need to in the second half. And Ortonville needs to find a way to stop those plays. So far tonight, it's been 2 attempts on those playoffs turned into touchdowns for the Bears here in half number 1. Trojans get the ball first, tied at 14. It's been a good one so far. Let's look forward to a good second half. We're going to have it for you in 2 minutes on 1350 AM, 94.5 FM, audio and video streaming through our website at bigstoneradio.com. Second half action from Bertha, Minnesota comes your way in 2 minutes on KDIO.
Oh, yeah, some sort of lady. Jim Jackson, Jason going on, played for nylons. He actually started a spin.
Yeah, well, no,
That's what they do. Yeah. They need the product and that. They need more nylons and everything else, and he advertised for it. Yeah. He was looking for something flexible, yeah. They did this spin holder. Remember that? Was that even the Super Bowl or was it a big game that he did that? And I'm looking for my time. So I remember that. It was dynamite. Long time. Remember your name? Do you have any regrets? Y'all was just real curly. I told you to call. I do know that you have that
They made some movies, and they were the best of movies, but they were good. I've seen some of those back in the day.
I don't remember the movie. When he was, I thought he was cocky because he was funny.
We're about ready to go with second half action. Bill will, as we said here earlier, we'll get the ball to start our second half, and they're going to work right to left, south to the north end zone. Here to start our. We'll kick things off. Somebody did ask me about here. Done the kicking in the first half. We'll kick things away here. We'll start half number 2.
Yeah, on the other one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for Rademacher and Fetters. The Fetters had that big return. Hewitt decided against kicking it deep to him last time. Let's see what they do here to start this third quarter. Left-footed kicker out. Watches the football, and he's going to swim it up man again. It's going to be Stride falling on it. And Ortonville will take over from the 38-yard line. So here's that. Bertha-Hewitt is done seeing Dante Fetters running the football around the open field. Ortonville will have a decent field position to start here. We need to see a little more sustained running game, I think, in the second half. I really feel like that's going to be important.
We're going to start out on their own.
They'll want 2 extra yards in field position. They're going to start them from their own 40. Stride following that ball at about the 38-yard line. The back of the gun, he's got trips to his right first play of the second half, going to run against the left side here, looking to get on the outside. Not much there. By the big defense.
Andy and
One of the
75.
others carries the ball, he's tackled by Tyler Eggert.
Sorry. There will be no gain on the play for Boots. I like that design of that play. Basically, what you do is you put everybody on the right side of the field, and then kind of have numbers running to the weak side. One of the disadvantages you have is you're running to the short side of the field. There's not quite as much real estate to work with.
yes.
No, down again, same formation. Boots going to try the play that scored a touchdown. A zip out the feathers. He's got the catch. He's got some running room. Breaks one tackle, breaks another as he's out near midfield.
Feathers
Going to be
with the
just shy of first
reception.
down yardage. It's going to be Dante out in the open field, and he has got some weight off the completion. A gain of 9. Fisher's third catch
Tackled by Hunter Dean.
tonight. Hunter Dean, the safety, makes the shot. And that'll set up Ortonville with a much more comfortable third down and 1. That's the down and distance we like to see. Especially for second and 1, or well, just first and 10 for that matter. This guy is going to the backfield. Yeah, the short shotgun is Boots. Makes a handoff. He's going to go for a big play here. Looking for Miska. Underthrown. Nearly intercepted. Dean on the covers.
Yep.
Pass begins on number 11, that's broken up by Hunter Dean.
Before the safety could get over, or you had to get it a little bit further down the field. Kind of ended up in between. And he was able to make the play. We're certainly going to go for it here. He's a big play coming early in the second half. It's a 4th and 1. It's a short one. It's about a half a yard. They're real smart. They maybe just sneak Boots under center, like he's maybe calling an audible, and just sneak it off of the guard if it's open. We go under center. Tries the hard count, tries it again. He's got to walk. He's really bobbing his head here. Now he will snap it. Stutter steps his feet, goes forward. He will have the first down. It's into Bertha-Hewitt Bear territory.
He got more than a year. Yep.
For a gain
Devin
of
Boots with the keeper.
He kind of give him a gain of 2.
Johnson handled by the Bears with the first down on the program.
Again, a lot of their big plays offensively, which has really been one, have been anything to the outside, and even running up the middle. It's pretty hard coming here. They maybe try and go back to that lane here. Try to zip pass to the near side. It's on his initial man. Spins through another tackler before he's gone out of bounds on the near sideline. Tackle made
Dante
by
Feathers
Adams
with a reception. Tackled by Brandon Adams.
blocking by the Trojans. We'll stay in the field of play. It's a 5-yard gain.
Had to close a little harder. He hesitated.
There's now 4 catches on the evening. For 79 yards, including a 65-yard touchdown. He also has that big return for a touchdown as well. Second and 5 with 9.5 minutes to play third quarter. Feathers motions into the backfield. Taking outside pitch to him. Here's some right for Devin Boots.
Going,
And he
Devin.
breaks free down the left sideline.
Boy,
The Eagles toward the
get
sideline.
going,
He's going to
Dev.
get in the end zone for the touchdown. Devin Boots.
Devin Boots with a kick in the run with the touchdown.
Bertha-Hewitt was cool, and Devin Boots with speed.
Yep.
From 44 yards out.
Jared landed to
back
forward
forward
with 5 yards
on the Lewis Family Drugstore board.
So they took in the ball fake.
So prior to that, had 32 yards rushing on the game. They reel off 44 yards on the single play on the touchdown from Boots. And the success that Dante Feathers has had on the night, motioning him in the backfield, all the defenders see him, then they take a pitch to him, they bite, and I'll tell you what, Devin made a nice run, but there was all kinds of running room for him. Big 2-point conversion here to try and go up 8. Boots in the backfield in the gun with 2 backs. Rademacher and Feathers. And it's going to be a give to Jacob. Try the inside run, and he is shot up there. And the 2-point conversion is no good. Quick strike by the Trojans, though. They lead 20-14 here early in the third quarter. We will return you to Bertha in.
We talked to him afterwards about just maybe taking 2 steps out and hoping what could say and staying square to the line. It's almost like he's losing vision because he's feedback and then left it to
There's nobody here at halftime anyways.
Say perpendicular, so his vision is a little bit better. I don't know.
Hard to keep
I'm just saying, like, I feel like he's cheating back. He wants to cheat back in so he can get in his spot.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to Bertha, Minnesota. Again, we're going to see some of those light snow flurries fly. Week number 3 of the high school football season. Again, a shortened 6-week year. We got started about 5 weeks late as well. And now winter is upon us here in the late stages of October. And we still got 3 weeks of regular season and up to 3 rounds of section playoffs to be played as well. And so in kick, it's going to be Eustace. On his kick, fielded by Dean at the 27. He makes a handoff and hides the football behind him, crosses the 30, 35, pushes the pile off near the 40-yard line. Good return by Hunter Dean. And this is Bertha-Hewitt Bear football down by 6. On the Lewis Family Drug scoreboard, 20-14 Ortonville. Again, this has never been more than a one-score game. Led by,
Dean was returning,
by as many as 6 on 3 different occasions. Bertha-Hewitt has had as much as a 2-point lead. They've also been tied at 14 as well. First drive in the second half for Bertha-Hewitt. They take over from their own 41-yard line. And 9:07 to play in the third. Side handoff. Tripped up is earlier. And will be touchdown. Zach Anderson, although he was just down on it. I'm not sure if he actually was hit by a Trojan or not, but it's going to be a gain of 1 yard. Maybe no gain on the play, actually. He's interested in running this continue because of the big. Second down and 9.
That makes sense.
The defense has to stop that run, but be aware of that incoming play action pass. Back, Dean, on to the right, spins back to the left.
That boy, Carter!
Andrew Strong.
Dean returning, handle on play. Holden recovered.
Strong, the man on the spot.
He's
It's Trojan
over on the
football.
Bears 47-yard line.
You can see that ball just pop up off the spin. And there was Andrew Strong. One hop and he falls right on it. We've got a play there for it. Now let's see if they can capitalize. They start out with fabulous field position. They'll take over first and 10. The Bertha-Hewitt 7-yard line.
Because they're not moving very hard and it's always one like this.
Snap, it's and now here it is going to be Boots down in the backfield, and this drive takes a negative start. Number snap got the play a little bit out of position, and the Bears capitalized.
Doesn't Boots with the keeper taking on by Ethan Walker.
I believe Ethan Walker trying to look at we're trying to get caught up on my stats page there quickly. And all that action happened so quickly. This is going to be taken down for a loss of, we'll call it a loss of 6 yards. Second down and a long 15, we'll call it 16. We'll go back to the Bertha-Hewitt 48. We're back.
There you go.
Boots has got some opening. Oh, he puts the foot on the ground. Makes
Oh,
Hunter
he
Dean miss. First down. Yardage.
That away. Jump, Bootsy.
35. Wow, Dean was
Doesn't
absolutely
Boots.
out of his mind on that cutback juke.
Taken down by Dawson. Earlier,
It's a gain of
first down.
17
Trojan.
and a Trojan first down. Dean was just left in his tracks. He's actually sitting there on the ground. He knew he got faked on that play. Boots showed speed to the outside last time. He cut it back inside this time. And the Trojans have gotten off to a nice start here to begin this second half.
Don't be afraid to just help
Right
them
left on your radio dial here. First and 10 Trojans going to be able to zip pass out to the outside. Feathers makes a man miss. There goes Dante with speed down near the 25. There were 2 guys right there.
Gotta find his
Feathers both missed. He's going to be close to 9 yards on the play.
Bernarski.
Bernarski in on the tackle. Feathers with his 5th catch. Football sits right at the 25. It is going to be a gain of 9 yards. Pretty much all of Ortonville's completed passes, other than that little hook and ladder play they tried late in the first half. He was caught by Zapata in that play. All the screen to the outside. some point, might have to fake that throw and go deep. And see if you can catch what they do off guard.
Goes into a very nice down and distance here, second and one. Second and one from the 25. The center goes Boots. He's going to just flip it off the left side. First down. If he's going to gain 2.5. Orton goes down. Sometimes you go for a big play on second and short. Orton goes for a first down.
Stopped by Tyler Eggers.
Eggers on the tackle and active here.
First down is the Bears.
They should probably not be in any big hurry here. And they appear to have slowed their pace down just a little bit.
Why not?
Kevin Boots in the gun, motions a man, Fetters into the backfield, first and 10 from the 23. Pitch near side left, Fetters going to get to the outside. He cannot. Nice play by one of the linemen to get to the outside. Check the number here. Looks like it was number 78. I believe that is Laughlin with the tackle.
Dante Fetters,
Dante
the ball
getting to the
tackled
outside.
by
Once he gets to the
Laughlin.
corner, it's pretty much game over. It'll be a loss of one on the play. His first 3 of the second half. Caught 40 balls. The first time he's touched it on a run.
Tackle.
Gordon's losing yards. Second down and 11. Receivers, one to each side. It's a balanced formation. Football sits at the 24. Snap out of the gun. Inside get Fetters. Bounces to the outside. Stood up. There was a man waiting for him on that cutback. As the Bears defense is stepping here a little bit. Brendan Adams,
Dante Fetters,
210-pound
the
sophomore.
handoff,
Two-way
tackled by
offensive
Van
defensive
Adams.
starter. Dante for no gain. Gordon's with an opportunity here to take a little bit, not full control of this game. But when you're going up against a team that really likes to run the ball, they don't like to play from behind, especially if you're down by a couple of scores where you need scores and stops. Those couple of plays to maybe get a first down here. 3rd and 11. That's on at the 25. They're going to try the quick slip screen out to Dante. And he breaks the tackle, and then he goes down the sideline. There goes Dante Fetters. Looked like a play that was stuffed for no gain. Where are they going to mark him down there? Inside the 10. And Fetters is going to have first down yardage by Dante Fetters. They're going to have him down at
first and goal.
it's like the 5-yard line. That play looked like it had negative written all over it. Dante Fetters for 20 yards and a Trojan first down and a first and goal.
Oh. Yep.
Well, using that clock here again, working it towards 4:30 to play in the third quarter. First and goal from the 5. Outside pitch, right side Fetters. He's got a whole lot of running room. He angles into the end zone. 5-yard touchdown. Dante Fetters.
For a touchdown.
That play, Bertha-Hewitt looked like they either were fooled or ran out of gas. There was all kinds of running room for the running back, Dante Fetters. 5-yard TD. He's got one on a catch, one on a kick return, and now a rushing touchdown. Speed. Ortonville adds to the lead, now up 26-14. 4-point game, so they will they'll go for 2 no matter what. But to try and make it a 14-point game, which is a couple of scores and at least one 2-point conversion. Take the Fetters, Boots to keep it near side. He's going to be bottled up and not going to get there. Eggers was not fooled. Yeah, 2-point conversion is no good.
Carries
Ortonville adds to that lead.
Stopped by Tyler Eggers and Hunter Dean.
Yep, Ortonville 26-14. You're listening to Trojan Football back in 30 seconds. Yep. Not a game to be played, but really an ideal start for Ortonville here in the second half. Go down the field on your opening possession and break the tie and take the lead.
Then you force a turnover first of the game, and then you go right back down the field and you score again. We had a couple of big plays where Bertha-Hewitt was down. They had a 2nd and 15, or maybe a 3rd and 15, and they had a 3rd and 11 as well. They converted on both. So he picked the D and fielded up at 25, going right up the middle of the field, across the 35, comes back and it's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and 10, Bertha-Hewitt Bears trailing here late in the 3rd quarter. 26-14 on the scoreboard. Came some nice things here early in the season. He's really showing his speed and athleticism in this game. With 3 touchdowns, he done it 3 different ways. 3rd time tonight that Bertha-Hewitt starts from their own 41-yard line. Or does that be a position now where, you want to key on the run, but you want to make sure you don't get beat on any play action pass behind you. Take advantage of that lead.
Let a boy tag it.
Good up. Perlinger actually on the carry. And there is Zach right there. He has been that beast tonight. Perlinger is going to be stood up after a gain of a yard. That's it.
Perlinger with a carry, stopped by Taven Zabela and back in.
Order plays wise as well. So far, the Bears have run 3 plays here in the 3rd quarter. Stark contrast to it. In the first half, it saw them run 38 offensive plays and work with 18. And they flipped here in the second half. They wing back to the right, eye set behind him. 2nd and 9 from the 42-yard line. Run play action pass here. He's got
down. Nick it, boy! Keep going, David!
39-yard line. And he's going to have a return out to the 45. Comes back, hit hard out near midfield.
That boy, Devin!
Force a turnover on an interception by Devin Boots.
You're the man. With that interception,
Devin Boots was playing back deep on that safety. That time, Orville was defending that player with a single high, and he had the field out in front of him. And shot over his receiver.
on their own 40.
Boots with a INT. In the second half, the Bears have run 4 plays. 2 of them are turnovers. 3:41 to play in the 3rd quarter. No ball. Oh! Ball on the field. Hard ground on the field, and it's going to be a turnover on a bad handoff.
Trojans on the ball, covered by the Bears.
3:31 to play in the 3rd, and Orville's going to give it right back.
Ethan Walkland recovered that fumble.
Walkland with the recovery.
Bears are going to start out on the Trojans 45
he was
yard
on the field or not, or maybe there was in there with a helmet or something, or equipment. He was hitting really hard on the interception return. And there was something in the game a lot last week. First time we've seen it in the game on offense.
Right there you go, Tegan.
On the ball, he is just absolutely nailed by Tegan Zabela. We're starting field position for Bertha-Hewitt. They take over.
Dean was carried, stopped by Taven Zabela.
With Dean at 2.
Where he was.
No.
Possessions on the field last week. He has not run a quarterback play this week. Landon Adams has basically no gain, and Bertha-Hewitt's going to take probably a little bit of a frustration timeout here to try and collect themselves as they are going in the wrong direction here.
The Bears were carried, stopped by Zach Anderson, Carter Brown. Bears take the timeout.
Bring you back to Bertha, Minnesota in 30 seconds. Was Boots on the field on that play? Was Devin on the field on that play? Or was he out for? Oh, he was. I couldn't tell. I know you guys move him around a little bit, but yeah, he was out there. Okay. Yeah, hit pretty hard. I wasn't sure if he had an equivalent issue or something.
No, he when we got
All pass plays.
Okay. Very good.
Who he's looking for. Randall's the playmaker.
Hey, we bring you back to Bertha, Minnesota. So glad to have you with us here on this cold Friday night. Weekend high school football. Don't forget, you get home late tonight. You get up early for Coach's Corner. Program will begin at 9 a.m. Heavy, fluffy snow flying here. Officials out of the timeout. 5 seconds to the clock. We'll begin out of the timeout. 3rd and 8, Bertha-Hewitt from their 43-yard line. 2:46 to play in the third quarter. Wing left, eye set. Shala picks up. Miska in the back.
Miska! There we go! Right there!
Daniel Miska with a big defensive
Only
play.
carries.
Like that was going to be a play action throw. Shala sprung for a big loss. And his teammates excited for Miska as Shala is taken all the way back to the 49-yard line. It's a loss of 8 on the play.
Not there.
Now Bertha-Hewitt, not sure exactly what they're going to do here, but they're going to use another timeout. And
They're taking another timeout.
likes to run the ball down 12, and I guess they have a big decision to make. Might decide to go for it here. They have the wind, whatever wind is left at their back. They're down 2 scores, but a 4th and 18 is a very tall pass. I guess if I'm on the sidelines, obviously I'm not. I'm probably going to kick this ball away here and hope your defense can make a play. As 4th and 18, with Ortonville probably going to run some sort of a shell, deep safety, 4 corners type. Well, they're going to play back, try and keep everything in front of them. Let's see what Bertha-Hewitt decides to do here. But all said and done, down by 2 scores late in the third quarter, and they have burned 2 timeouts on this possession. And Oak is going to go back to punt. Oregon should play, I think, very safe here. And maybe not, I don't even know if you maybe necessarily even put a guy back. Now we're going to see a whistle. And they back, actually it's the back, or the back end of the far end of the field. Well, maybe too many guys on the field, I think is going to be the call here. Yeah. Go with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 10-man football. And so we're going with 10 guys on the field. First penalty of the second half, only the second of the game.
5-yard penalty is gone over.
And now it's a 4th and 13. Not sure if that affects Bertha-Hewitt's decision on what they're going to do. Oak is the punter, low snap, handles it under a little pressure, gets a nice high punt away, and it's going to be immediately hit.
That was a head-to-head. Helmet to helmet.
Helmet contact actually with Dante Fenders. Dante pointed to his helmet, did not get the call.
Kevin Booth.
Defense has been good here in the second half. Interception. 2:06 to play in the third quarter. Ortonville has the ball up by 2 scores. And maybe a time or an opportunity here to work the clock in your advantage. First downs. This is a possession from their own 15. Second worst starting field position of the night, or their worst field position of the night, was the end up being the first score of the game. Boots in the shotgun. We'll look to throw, ball screen out to Feathers far side, and it's going to be off his hands out of bounds. And both the passes look at each other to confuse whether it's a pass behind or a backwards pass, and they say completion. So, incomplete pass.
Team's going. Yep.
Looks like there's quite a bit of room out there. Dante's been very, very sure-handed on any pass up to the outside.
Yeah.
Feathers is 6 foot, 175-pound sophomore.
Watch them coming this way.
To the far side of the field, right? The 2:02 to play in the quarter. Boots out of the short shotgun. Going to keep it himself near side. Running behind Rademacher. Nice block. He's across the 20. And we'll be down near the 22. Actually, across the 15, down near the 17 region. So,
Taken down by Dawson Furman.
for a gain of about 3. At first, I like the pass attempts on first down because I don't think it's expected. But when it doesn't work, and then you get a short game and you're back up and you're down to distance 37. Not a lot of time is ran out the clock, and this is a much tougher play to execute on. Trojans have been able to convert on some of these long down and distances, though, in this third quarter. Let's see if they can come up with a play here. Motion Feathers into the backfield. Take a pitch to him. They're going to run that quarterback keeper away from the pitch. And Boots is not going to have much. He's going to get out to about the 17 and maybe lose a yard on the play. Actually, out to about the 21.
Ball, Dr. and Adams, and Austin Ball.
And then Adams, Dawson Bach on the tackle. And Oakville's going to have a 4th down here. He's punted just once tonight. on their second possession of the ball game. 50 seconds to go. So line up like they're going to go for it. And it looks like Ortonville eventually is going to use the timeout. They will. 43 in the first quarter. Timeout on the field will take one as well. Ortonville 26. Bertha-Hewitt 14. We'll return to Bertha, Minnesota in 30 seconds as you are listening to Trojan Football.
Off the base.
Trojans cover their scrimmage kick. They're going to start out on the
full timeout in the history of high school football. As,
49-yard
about a 10-second timeout. Northville right back on the field. Have already punted it away with a low, sounding punt that rolled out just shy of midfield. So the Bears will take over here for 34.3 to play in the third quarter, and they start from the Ortonville 49-yard line. Bears will only run 7 plays here in this third quarter. Pass. Right, roll out left with Shala now going to tuck and run, and he's going to have a decent game. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle.
Oh, we got a tackle.
Down near the 40. Close to 1 yard down for
Shala with the carry.
Covered by the Trojans, not trying to give up a big play.
Taken down by Andrew Strong. The first down for Bears.
So pretty much game right by far. Right at it here, goal 6 times for -9 yards. One of those might have been more of a team loss as he was taken down, I think, on a sack. One final playoff here in the third quarter.
Outside.
Yeah, sorry. That a boy, Dante.
First down actually on the first down play. Going to be hit just past the first down marker. Short game. Ball did come out late. There was a fumble on the field after the down was made. Hurlinger for a gain of 3. And we have played 3 quarters. On the Lewis Family Red scoreboard.
That's the end of the third quarter.
14 Trojans. We bring you to the fourth quarter in 1 minute on KDIO.
All right, one more time, a friendly reminder that masks are required to be worn throughout tonight's game. Your cooperation is essential in preventing the spread of COVID-19 so that we can continue to host school events and give our students the opportunity to compete in extracurricular activities. Thank you.
That's good. Yep, that's good.
Yeah, some. I didn't think about the snow school comes up, so I didn't go out for one day. But I thought to really beat up. Didn't snow, so like Friday we have to go snow. And then Friday morning it snowed like that. You got a nice coat, and you bloody and stuff coming after. And it was a short term, but everything's bristly.
Pass. Wide open.
Play action pass, an open man on the first play of the fourth quarter, but Adams is missed by Wachala. It's going to go incomplete.
That's the end of
Third down and
Adams
7.
been complete.
10 offensive plays in the third quarter for Bertha-Hewitt. You will see the total on Mortonville as we can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 plays for Ortonville in the third. We're down in 7. It's going to be a double.
Ball!
It's going to be a scramble. Who gets there first? I think the Bears will recover. It will be number 35. Probably hard to get there, but a loss of play of 6. And the chance for the Trojan defense to get a big stop. Bertha-Hewitt no doubt will go for it here. Ortonville is going to try and keep a big play in front of them and get the football back. Chance to maybe run some clock here with a 2-4 lead. 42-yard line clock running, double lane. Single back. Well under center. And he's going to be back to throw. Deep drop. Pressure. Carter Brown hit him first. Second man is Daniel Mishaw. Let's go. And a turnover on down.
Control dropped back to pass. Speed package here by number.
Running teams get in positions where they have to hold the ball. The other team knows it's coming. And you just can see the instability there. The offensive linemen are used to holding guys back, going forward. Now they're going backwards. Yep. And Ortonville with a big defensive stop. Nice job, Carter Brown. Lifted from the safety spot. Slowed him down, and there was help. Ortonville taking over 1st and 10. 1:06 to play. Let's see if they can work some clock here. They finish this ball game with a score to go up by 3 scores. Inside handoff. There's Sanders. He's going to have a pretty solid gain on 1st down. Just shy of the Bertha-Hewitt 45. They'll be down at the 46. But positive yardage on 1st down.
Dante Ferrer with the carry. Tackled by Tyler Eggers and Boston Further.
Yep.
Is he kind of
Better to gain a 5 on 1st down. Actually, I'm going to give him 4. It looks like it's closer to 4. 2nd down and 6. 46. Low snap. Picked up by Moose, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield. Seen pretty good snaps all night. Knock on wood. Despite maybe not in the best shape, and a little bit of Moose
The ball taken down by Ethan Watkins.
Loss of 3 on the play. It's a rush for 69 yards on the game so far here tonight. We'll certainly be happy to get a 1st down. They can not get a 1st down here. A punt that could send Bertha-Hewitt back would also be a big play. There's motions in the backfield from left to right. Take a pitch to him. They're going to run here to the outside left. Cuts it upfield immediately. Lowers his head at the 45. Pushes his way forward, and he'll be down at the 42. Close to about 43, 44. We'll call it the 43 being a 6.
With the keeper.
And we'll see now Ortonville the decision to make. 4th and 3.
Tackled by
1st down here is another 2.5 minutes off the clock. Or do you take a running team like Bertha-Hewitt down 2 scores and maybe have to make them go 80 or 90 yards, hopefully with a punt, in order to score a touchdown? Ortonville's going to make a decision with a timeout, I think. To run the clock down as far as they can go. 9-12 and counting. And Ortonville continuing to wind this clock down. Going to be somewhere down around 9 minutes to play. And they're going to use the timeout, and they will with 9:01 to play. Timeout Trojans, 26-14 on the Lewis. 9:01 to play the ball game. We'll return to Bertha, Minnesota in 30 seconds.
Yeah, it looks like a map from this weekend.
This is where they pay the big bucks, as they would say, with some coaches. Decisions like this, and what do you do? You're up by 12. So a lot of time left in this game. It's early 4th quarter. About 9, just over 9 minutes to play. Your options are this: go for it on 4th and 3 on the Bertha-Hewitt 43. And if you get it, you're going to have a 1st down and an opportunity to take another couple of 2-3 minutes off the clock, or you punt and you pin them back deep. My gut says Ortonville goes for it here. Normally they would line up to go for it even if they are going to punt, and then they move back into the punt formation. See what Ortonville decides to do. I think they're going to go for it here. They will. Snap, outside pitch, Fetters gets to the outside. All kinds of running room, 1st down and more. They'll have the 35 down to the 33. It's a gain of 10 yards for a Trojan 1st down. That play to the outside. As soon as Dante got the ball, you could just see it. There was no chance he wasn't getting that 1st down. It doesn't matter how many yards he was going to get. He gains 10. The 1st down is a big play there. The 9:01 mark. They go for it on 4th and 3, and they get it. And the clock will roll. Trojans going to use the clock try and run the ball for some more first down. Rademacher going back in the backfield. He's going to lead back for Boots on a keeper left wing side. Cuts it back up to 30,
there we
35, 25, lowers his head. As he's taken down by Dean, but not before a nice game. Might be another first down. Into the 23, 11-yard gain for Boots.
Boots with a carry, tackled by Hunter Dean. On the first down,
First game in the first half on the scoreboard. Ortonville, a couple of big plays, had them in the game, but really it was a half that was dominated by Bertha-Hewitt, whereas who had the ball, who had the style of play favoring them, it has been totally flipped into the other direction here in the second half. He's taking his time, takes the snap, takes the pass right, going to keep it up the middle, and he's going to have a minimal gain there. Maybe a yard or two. Shala in on the tackle. Looks like Peter was in the range as well. A couple of
Boots with the carry.
starting defensive linemen, one a junior, one a senior. 1 yard gain for Devin on the play. They're taking a lot of time in their huddle, as they should. 7 minutes, 25 seconds to play in the ball game. Second down and 9. We'll take, after getting that last first down, going to take at least a couple minutes off the clock here, and now they're going to stop the clock. Second down and 9 with 7:15 to play. We're going to keep it here for this one and tell you about Coach's Corner coming up tomorrow morning. Don't forget to join us for that at 9 a.m. We're also going to have football next Friday. It will be a football doubleheader on KDIO. Game 1 for Graceville. Ryan Dahl brings you the coverage. Beat Herman Norcross at CTV. That will be a 3:30 kick with the radio broadcast at 1350 AM, 94.5 FM, and BigStuffRadio.com. I will have the late game, although not quite as late as usual. We'll have a 6 o'clock kick next week. Ortonville on the road.
Baseball fans, the Dodgers are up 5-0 in the bottom of the
It'll be
fifth.
a 6 o'clock game. 5:45 pregame, 6 o'clock kick. Audio and video available for that one here on KDIO. The timeout, 2nd and 9. And it's going to be a give to Fetters. He'll just work his way right up the middle. Pretty nice running room. He's in through the hole inside.
Number 31, Dante Fetters. Handoff.
5 on the play for Dante Fetters.
Tackled by Ethan Walker.
Rockland in on the tackle. 11 carries on the night for Dante Fetters. It'll be a Trojan 33 coming here.
Yep.
To the line, 6:45 on the clock. Motion Fetters into the backfield from the slot left into the deep back. Take the handoff to him. There goes Devin around the outside left. Gets the block from his receiver. Looked like it could have maybe been a block in the back, but no flag on the field. And Oakville is going to have another first down. Boots for 6. Actually, Boots like about 7. He's going to be down to the 9-yard line. And Ortonville's going to have a first and goal on the Lewis family red scoreboard. 6.5 to play. First and goal from the 9-yard line. Earlier in on the tackle. Ortonville went
First and goal.
Got it with 9:01 to play. Now they have first and goal from the 9. With 6:18 and the clock rolling here. He's going to give to Jacob Rademacher. He'll try and push his way forward. Inside run off the left side. They never have a couple, maybe down inside. They're just around the 5. I know. It is going to be marked at about the 5-yard line. 4 yards for Jacob Rademacher. It's Jacob's 3rd carry of the night. He's been much more of a blocker role here tonight. He's done a nice job just bringing some big runs, especially from Devin Boots on some of these quarterback keepers. This time it's Fetters to the right to Boots. 2nd and goal from the 5. Receivers each side of the field. And the handoff to Fetters. Hit immediately and stood up. He is down hard. Eager in on the tackle. Roland's a different lineman, and that was number 65 in on the stat. It's a lyric.
Hooter John.
That's the one on the carry for Fetters. Clock still rolling in Ortonville's favor here, though. The snap will be made right around 5 minutes to play in the football game. As you can see the clock right behind our shot here on the video screen.
Fake defenders. Keep outside Boots. He turns to the outside, cuts inside. The junior QB in for 6. The Trojans
With a
extend their
keeper,
lead
he
with
runs it in for a
4:54 to
touchdown.
play. Evan Boots on his second touchdown run of the night, and it's his second touchdown run of the second half. 4:54 to play in the third quarter. It's 32-14. Well, a chance to add to their lead here on this 2-point conversion. With the 2 men in the backfield,
Our left
in that
side.
shotgun. Snap. Outside pitch Fetters. He's going to run behind Rademacher, stood up, cuts back, and then just hit down hard. 2-point conversion. No good.
Fetters.
32-14 Trojans. 4:54 to play in the ball game. We'll be back in 1 minute on KBIO.
And the Bears deny the conversion.
Not a boy, Andy.
Kick return by Bertha-Hewitt as we bring you back to the action.
Cameron
Dean got it,
takes that
handed it
handoff.
off to one of his fellow
Tackle by
men,
Andy
Mitchell.
Strong.
And Mitchell had very little running room. Strong knocks him out of bounds as the Bears will take over. First and 10.
The Bears are going to start out on their own 35-yard
Evan
line.
Boots with that 6-yard touchdown run, right at 100 yards rushing on the night. So that's an interception on defense. Dante Fetter has scored 3 touchdowns 3 different ways. Their own 35. 4:50 to play in the football game. Here comes the Bertha-Hewitt Bears. They find themselves down by 18 points. Hand off near side. It's going to be Dean. A couple of hands on it. Breaks 2 tackles.
Oh, ball!
And it's going to be picked up by Devin Boots.
That's our ball.
Fumble, and it's
Our ball.
Trojan football.
There we go.
Dean's about 6, and then he fumbles.
He was very
Recovered by
fumble on the
Boots.
play. Trojans recovered the fumble.
First play of the drive, and Boots
42-yard
has
line.
his second turnover of the night. He had a pick earlier, this time a fumble. That drive lasts 1 play. Mortonville's able to get it right back. Third turnover of the night, all in the second half for Bertha-Hewitt as Ortonville takes over with 4:43 to play in the ball game. They take over from the Bertha-Hewitt 42-yard line. It's the outside left. Going to try and stay in bounds here. I don't know if he did. Going to be out of bounds. They will stop the play dead. And Ortonville's going to lose a yard on the play.
Vincent McCary. He's on by Perlinger.
Austin Perlinger with the stop. Bertha-Hewitt has run 17 plays here in the second half. It's out of bounds on that run, a loss of 1. Clock stopped at 4:36 to play. And this time to Fetters. Well, all kinds of running room with speed. He's got a first down as he's inside the 30. And will be down near the 27-yard line. Big gain for Dante Fetters. He's got 15 on the play.
First down.
Dante had all kinds of running room to get that nice long stride going. Got to mention here Randy Stokesberry and Ryan Stokesberry as well. Letting me know that CGB with the win tonight.
There, Jacob finally.
Here's a run by
Yes.
Bruce. And he's going to get to the outside.
There we go.
Another nice run for the
Vincent
Trojans.
McCary.
From the 27. Like down inside the 15. And maybe down at about the 12-yard line. Boots for 15 on the play.
First down for the Trojans.
I mean, I would live with my dad's a good one. That is too good of a player.
Bill on first down, down from the 12. Here's Fetters to get to the outside. Spins his way down inside the 5. He's going to be close, but touch shy of the goal line. As we work our way inside of 4 minutes to play. BB 20, Sabika 6. The final score there. Thanks to Tanner Teskey for giving us that tweet as well. Appreciate that, Tanner. We'll be listening along on their way home here tonight as they played early. The 2-yard line, Boots keeps it himself up the left side. Hit, but he lunges forward. It's a touchdown. Devin Boots. Devin Boots with touchdown number 3 in this second half on the ground. 44-6-2 on the scores. 38-14 Ortonville and the Lewis family grab scoreboard, looking to put up 40. Yeah. If they can get the 2-point conversion.
Yes, let's go.
With Ross.
Let's go.
All fired up on the left side, calling out something here. Come on. As Jacob Rademacher is going to lead back for Boots off the left side. Can he get to the goal line? They say no good. It was close. The 2-point conversion is no good. 3:53 to play in the football game. Ortonville leading 38-14. We'll bring you back to Bertha, Minnesota in 30 seconds.
I believe one.
Thank you very much, DeAndre. Welcome back to Bertha, Minnesota. Ortonville has taken a 14-14 game at halftime. Turned it into a 38-14 very dominant second half effort. It's been all Trojans here in the second half. Some big plays, 3 forced turnovers on defense. Taking a tie game and moving it up big time.
Yeah, and the backers are full, and that's the hole is there.
That's technically a short score game. We're getting fielded by an upman at the 36. It's going to be landed. Return out to about the 40. He's ripped down in the open field by Higgins Zapata. Drew Boots, number 2, on the play as well.
That hit, taken out by Higgins Zapata.
Tell you what, not a ton of kids on the sidelines. We've seen about 120 or so dressing for both games here. We'll have a couple injuries, I know, as well. And I'm not sure about the score tonight, but we do see a stoppage of play here. But it has to be us, right? You're also going to come out. Yeah, so you're going to play in the fourth quarter. On the board, it shows Bertha with 1 timeout left. Fourth quarter was done. You know what? They timeout by either team. So maybe the official is just giving the kids a half a second to warm up here. Not sure exactly, but this is in the drive chart for Bertha-Hewitt in the second half. Lost fumble, interception, turnover on downs, lost fumble. It's been a nightmare second half for Bertha-Hewitt after a pretty productive first half. Didn't score a bunch early in the game. They moved the ball. Struggled to finish drives, but they had a couple of big play action passes late in the first half. Had the ball game tied at 14. And in the second half, it's been little to be done here. New quarterback in the game. Looks like the Bears pretty much had enough of this one. The handoff is going to go to the number here.
It looked like a ball came back.
Yeah, I got there.
It did. Like it was.
I don't think he helped him with secured it. Yeah. And then he quick grabbed it.
Yeah, the game. No gain on that play. Yeah, similar handoff, this time off the right side. That's about 45.
Initial handoff to Ball.
Gain
score on that one.
Tackled by Nathan
Now
Emerald.
for the Bears again, they'll be at Burndale next week. Tough game for them. Ortonville at Brandon Evansville. Both games here next week.
Ball carrier.
Cheyenne over here on the end.
But they will bring a few second team kids on the field right now. He is a can anyway. You hand off to number 4, trying to bounce to the outside far side of the field. He's going to be strung out short of a first down. Made by Brady
For Brady Becker that carries the ball.
will be a yard. And bring out
Tackled
one
by
down.
number 88, Caleb Edwards.
Edwards, number 88, makes the tackle. Go for it here on 4th and 4. Christine, I'm looking at doing a little bit of early stats here. Landon Adams touched the ball 13 times on the ground in the first half for 48 yards. 1 carry for 1 yard in the second half. Double wing formation, 2:40 to play. Inside give. Push forward is going to be shy of a first down. Falcon's going to get it, and he's going to gain 3. That's not going to be enough until you turn over on downs.
Baldwin carry.
He's going to get the football back here. 2:38 to play.
Walton going on down to Logan.
Put a final stamp on this one and head home. The road winner and a 2-1 record through 3 weeks on the year. We'll take over from the Bertha-Hewitt 49-yard line. Okay, Ortonville will mix up a few kids here, possibly. A ton of second teamers with a pretty limited roster, so probably going to be a pretty conservative set of play calls here. If they give to the deep back, and Feder is actually, tripped up over his own feet or what, but he's going to lose a yard. So bringing in the ball. 70. Let's credit some new numbers here if we can. Carter Lee, ninth grader in at the offensive line. Carter Brown into the game. He's going to maybe finish things at quarterback here. Thomas Eustace also in on offense. Number 53 on the line, Josh Grubach. Trying to get as many of these new numbers called as we can. Adamacher and Fetters are still in the backfield. Snap to Carter Brown. He's going to keep it off the left side himself. He's got some running room. Bounce to the outside out here to the 40. Going to be close to first down yardage. Did a nice job, I think, to stay in bounds as well. Very close to it anyway, but he did get a first down. Big run there. Carter Brown.
Carries the ball.
In a 12 for Brown.
First down, Trojan.
Right, Devin Boots. 20 carries, 17 of those in the second half, 116 yards and 3 touchdowns. Brown puts it to Fetters near side. Dante with some running room. He's going to be out near a first down. Gets to the outside, and he's going to be down inside the 10. Oh, he takes the swing over and goes into the end zone. It's a
31 Dante Fetters.
Fetters touchdown. He scores
With
with
the
a
carry.
4-yard here tonight.
It's a
On a
touchdown.
27-yard TD. There's a 37-yard rushing touchdown, a 5-yard rushing touchdown, a 77-yard kickoff return touchdown, and a 65-yard receiving touchdown. Total yards in this one, very impressive. We're still going to go for 2 on 44-14. And it's going to be outside, left side, Carter Brown to keep it, gets to the outside edge, steps up into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good.
Number 17, Carter Brown, takes the ball.
And
And
quarter
2-point
number 4,
conversion.
Ortonville, 56. Bertha-Hewitt, 14. We're going to keep it right here. And remind you that we will have a brief post-game show coming up. Keep it short as we get that truck warmed up and start heading south back to Ortonville. And don't forget, we got Coach Corner for you tomorrow morning here on KDIO at 9 a.m. And that will be a fun one to talk about with Ortonville and CGB. Both squads come off wins tonight against CGB with a victory over Sabika. 20-6 the final there for CGB. They a couple of wins on the year at 2-1. Ortonville, a minute and 26 seconds away from going to 2-1 on their season as well. Short little bounding kick from Ortonville is going to be fallen on by a Bear at about the 35-yard line. Bear's going to finish tonight with 82 yards rushing. Assuming, of course, Ortonville does not get the football back. It's fairly unlikely. You never know.
And the Bears going to start out on their own.
Take over on this drive from their own 36-yard line. Other new numbers into the game. Number 27, Lane Henrich in the game, sophomore. Drew Boots in number 2. It's tough to mix up those new names. Fields that I have not seen on the varsity football field as of yet this year. But nice to see them getting a little action, especially in a win. Inside give, Bout going to go forward for gain of 5.
Mitchell hands off to number 23, Avery Walk.
New quarterback, by the way, I really mentioned this one. There's number 20 or number 2, Cameron Mitchell. He's a junior. Junior back up to Cole Wishala, who's the junior starter. Trojans at Burren and Evansville next week. And Bertha-Hewitt at Burndale. So we'll make a pretty short trip just from the north here a few miles as we're down inside a minute to play. And early start on the left side from the Brandon Evansville offense going to cost them 5 yards. Just their 4th penalty on the night for 20 yards.
The flag on the field.
It's 2 for 15.
That's all called against Bears for a false start. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
After a light rushing first half, only 30 yards. Are going to end up, it looks like, north of 200 plus. So really a dominant rushing second half performance. Here's on 2nd and 11, a couple of play action fakes. And Mitch is going to keep himself some good running room. So this pass a tackler, football on the field.
Mitchell with the carry.
18.
Tackle by Andrew Strong. That's the first down for the Bears.
First down, Bertha-Hewitt. And Bertha-Hewitt is going to at least get one more play off here. Inside of 25 seconds to play. A long drive, cold night makes it all the better when you get a victory. Football on the field on the handoff. You do get the handoff into the hands of Hulk, but he's going to have very little running room. He had nowhere to go. And I think that's going to be the final play of the ball game. We're going with a big second half. They break a 14-14 tie. And they're dominating the second half. And they're going to the 14 final. On the ball game. Victorious. They go to 2-1 on the year. And the Bertha-Hewitt Bears hold a 1-2 on the season. Nice win by Ortonville here tonight. And they dominated in the second half to get the victory. We're going to take a timeout and come back to put all the numbers together. We're going to wrap it up with the post-game show. We will do that in 3 minutes. You're listening to Trojan Football on KDIO.
Are the Gophers gonna win tomorrow?
I don't have a good feeling.
I don't either.
We haven't played 3 preseason games, so I'm not sure what to expect. If we have played 3 preseason games, I'd say, wow, we were good this year. But
Wisconsin's looking good right now.
they haven't played.
Yeah, they're playing right now.
Well, they are. What score?